Camera on a daily basis, that common occurrence ceased to exist as of December 26th. There's a dog and a child, and the father tried to hide it, or it could have been something where the father lost his cool and started hitting on the child. The dog, being a Labrador, like I said, will light your ass up. America would have been the first one under a bed. Okay. I really do. I hate assuming that this happened later in the morning, but it just seems to go better. Like, 9, 10 o'clock is when they had breakfast. Then they were off to BJ's at 11. Love you. Katie later incorporated a noise around 10 p.m. Really excited about it. And so, she picked up a niece, shopped at BJ's. is Sebastian ate a popcorn bowl, dined out. Sebastian was wearing jeans, tennis shoes, a black shirt with a logo on it, returned home. Sebastian took the trash to the end of the driveway. That was his chore. He went to bed around 9. He said, "Good night, mama. Good night, puppies. I love you." Katie later incorporated a noise around 10 p.m. We have to remember that this 10 p.m., she also stated at 10 p.m. that she was falling asleep on the couch, right? So it seems odd that she's screaming across the house while falling asleep on the couch, but normal day. And I'm going to go off script a little bit because I don't know if it was ever established that this was a normal day. I mean, Katie kept saying this was a normal day. I think even in your interview, Tennessee home, allegedly between midnight and 6 a.m. on Monday, February 26, 2024. It would have been Layla that I would have worried about. She would have lit it saying this was a normal day. I think even in your interview, Smiley, she might even have said that, the day was fairly normal or something to that effect. But many people asked and they refused to answer. And I don't know if it was on your show or if it was on other shows, but I remember them asking, is this something common that they did on the weekends? Were they usually this active? And that is one of the answers that they refuse to answer. And I don't understand why that was such a problem to answer. It seems like such a standard question, but I remember it being answered several times. And I remember Chris getting frustrated. I think that'll be developing on the web sleuths. I'm pretty sure they hit that on the web sleuths as well. And he lost his shit, and I just, it just makes me, kind of weirded, like why. But anyways, Sunday allegedly was fairly normal. Katie and Sebastian got up. We don't even stated he had a normal day, all a fun breakfast, and Sebastian was really later. They left BJ's before noon, tweak some things. So she hollered in there for him to go to sleep. Probably put this up behind me. Why didn't I think of that? I don't know. I'm so sorry. I would like to add, I didn't spend a whole lot of time on this, but I would still like to add a source, and it is an image source, and it is the timeline. But we'll go TM for SRW. Oops. I'll take this off. Shit. Well, you folks on the line here. So on February 20, probably put this. Go T. Kind of see what's going on here. Over to the horizontal. Okay, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It's not cooperating. It's not cooperating. Question for school, and he was gone. But that was kind of her statement. She went and She woke him up, and that's when he wasn't there, I think is what she said. She searched the house. This was confirmed one way or another, whether or not either one have been cleared publicly. So, no matter how we look at this, when it comes to the polygraphs, we're taking secondhand information. So I would really say it's time for us not to be focusing on things we can't 100% state that, yes, this is accurate. Sorry, I keep hitting my microphone. That this is accurate. Okay. So if we don't know, it's a rumor. Okay. If we can't factually find out concrete information or confirm it by multiple sources, then it has to be taken as rumor. That's why it's so hard for me to walk away from this alleged, Kathy Bowersock sighting near Warsham's. It's because of the level and the amount of people. Even if they didn't see her specific, that means that that car, Bowersocks, at a I think that's a great assessment, Smiley. I really do, because that's been my contention, especially breaking down yesterday and the day before. Because one thing that we noticed with just the first two interviews, the 3-3 and the 3-4, Katie was the one with the most past tense phrases when referring to Sebastian and separated in, but it was such a wild. By the time we get to the Chronicles of Olivia or Ganja Girl, certain that she was, calling his name out questions about it. Now it's keeping a very benign approach to it and a very okay. So the next one are going to be law enforcement red flags. Transcripts reveal potential red flags from, and they also include that the teen was exaggerating the punishment. Katie implied prior cases on the Dutch's first. They also talk about his pull-ups, which is denied by
I think we should also, I got a notebook ready. And I think we should point out things that we find out about Sebastian too. I just reply all. Sounds good, right? Rage quit. Can you imagine? Everybody would be like, what the hell are you talking about differently? But just so you know, I'm not ignoring you guys. I'm just on the other screen. And I see you guys.
Calling from Clarksville, Tennessee. My name is Seth Rogers. Seth, uh,
Yes.
first
Sir.
off, thank you so much for calling in. Let me just say that first off. Um, Thank you so much for calling in. How are you doing?
About as best as I can. My son's missing. And I wanted to tell you thank you because you're getting this out to more people. We've been passing flyers out. We've got all the way to Chattanooga. We've got billboards all the way up to Memphis.
Yeah.
We've reached out to malls to see if we can get flyers out there to try to find him. And I want to tell you thank you. Everybody who's helped me try to find my son, I appreciate it.
Of course. I mean, well, of course, we are only here to bring your son back home. Of course, home to safety.
I am going to speed it up.
You have a second. Okay, of course, you called in, and again, I know that you're really busy. What have you been up to all day today so far? Can you give us like a little bit of a breakdown of what the day's been so far for you guys out there?
I've been out because it's me and some of his extended family that have been doing flyers and stuff. So I've been passing out flyers and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I've been going to businesses, passing out flyers. Everybody knows, but
The date of this one, just for everybody that's taking notes too and like walking through this, is March 11th. So this is March 11th, Pascal's. So Pascal's show, March 11th. So he says extended family and him have been printing flyers and handing out flyers. Okay, so that's been kind of the thing all along. Just, I know this isn't gonna, it's gonna sound a little redundant of what we're looking for, but you'll understand hopefully in the big picture of this what we're looking for.
in my town, in Clarksville, everybody knows and everybody's seeing it. But tomorrow I have a trip planned. I've got 7 different locations I'm going to see if I can find anything that can put more flyers up.
Right on. Right on.
I'm I'm going to the south side of Nashville tomorrow to put flyers up everywhere.
Yeah. No, I understand that. Have there been any leads, any leeway, any semblance of any type of hope in finding Sebastian in your search?
I always have hope. I always have hope. I always have hope. I got to have hope because I can't believe that he's dead.
Yeah. If you mind me,
So I get up every morning and I hit the road.
Yeah.
I drive around, put flyers out, and I hope that I get to see him. I hope I get to make a left-hand turn and he's there. Or I
Message from Chris, 7 a.m. Message from Chris saying, call him. It was a 911. CP, call him 911. Okay. I know this is going to sound, most of you have been paying attention and are going to know where we're headed. But for those that haven't really listened to his words, you might hear things that have been changed now.
And I called him and he told me that Maxwell was missing.
yeah.
And I left from there and drove straight to his mom's house. And I was there all day waiting for something, some type of information. I saw him bring the dogs in. I was sitting there watching police come in and out.
Okay. Another important part. He was there all day. He was there with CP and KP. He watched the dogs come in and out all day. And police. So we know that they searched the home. This is going to be rough.
Ask questions.
Yeah.
And they asked those questions, of course. And the first thing they did is, where were you? And I'm like, I've been at work for the last 12 hours.
Yeah.
They turned around, they took our phone,
Nothing.
make sure that everything that we stated was verifiable.
Right. And Sebastian's not known, as you said as well. He's not known to just go and wander off or to just run off the way that he did, correct?
Correct.
interviews on YouTube, because there's people have heard him speak, but they haven't listened to him. So far, we've already heard him confirm that he was there as canines were in and out of the house. We've heard him confirm that nothing was out of the ordinary. Everything was normal. It was clean, just like normal, because so many people have twisted things and not even heard Seth. We're also detailing things that we've learned about Sebastian from Seth, such as he's not typically a runner, which confirms what Chris kind of preyed on their situation. And unfortunately, we can't ignore what he said, but people have honed in on things that Chris and Katie have said and completely ignored what Seth has said. Again, y'all, if you want to see this all condensed into like a long form video, I know Dietz and was it Gavel? Dietz and Gavel started to do this. I don't know how far they got, but they had started it, and they even included Chris and Katie's interviews, I think, in their stuff. We are solely doing Seth, not to soul him out, but I think it's important because people have reminded everybody what Chris and Katie have said. We've heard that a million times. Let's talk about this one.
Followed a scent out into a construction site and then it disappeared. Could you maybe expand on that or explain a little? And that's a little odd,
Which
right?
leads me to believe that, well, if it ends, normally the scent ends when you stop traveling on foot. From my understanding, that would mean that he got into a car.
Okay, so his first initial was that because the scent just trailed off, like completely disappeared at the construction area, that he assumed that he possibly got in a car. Yes, it does, Cold Case Crystal. Yeah, this is so important, and you guys are spot on already with what you're picking out. So when Chris had the call that was leaked by narked divers, Seth had already talked about this.
If he got into a car, just so I understand the construction site itself, did the scent stop in the middle of the construction site, or did it stop
They
on the side
didn't
of the
tell
road?
me.
Yep.
Okay,
They didn't tell me.
okay. Because I'm curious
Because
how
I'm the
close.
most.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm not. No problem. I'm.
A few things though. Did you? I know you live. I know you live somewhere else, but you were still very tight. You're still very tight with Sebastian. So I'm curious. Did he tell you of any issues at school? Did he have any? Did he have any? Was he dealing with any type of bullies, enemies, anything like that at school?
Not that I am aware of.
Not that he's aware of. Not that it couldn't be possible, but not that he's aware of. Yes, PD. Yes, absolutely. 100% agree with you. He sounds exhausted and he sounds drained. Please put anything in the comments that you pick up on that are important to you. If you're taking notes, please. This is like an open forum kind of like, let's look at the facts. We might pick up on some stuff that none of us are even realizing.
I am tight with my son. I moved from California to Tennessee.
His games that he is gaming, but he says that he was on his device with playing with his friends. You guys are, yeah. So Seth, he had allowed access to gaming with Seth's friends. And his friends would alert Seth. So Sebastian was using his account. That's what it sounds like to me too. That's what I'm what Chronicles of the Shady. That's interesting to me. Let's play that again just to hear it one more time so we all hear what he was saying by that.
I don't want you popping in to talk to me. So it's like everybody on my PlayStation.
I'll go back a little bit further.
My PlayStation is pretty much locked down for my own sake, and because I don't if I don't know you,
right,
I don't want you popping in to talk to me. So it's like everybody on my PlayStation. That are on my friends list.
Yeah.
I know personally.
Yeah.
So there's no way that he would have been talking to somebody without me knowing, because they're my friends. They're not his friends.
Yeah. No,
I mean, they would call me up and be like, your son's on your account, right? I'm like, yeah. I'm
Mm,
sitting next to him. He's in his recliner. I'm in my recliner.
right, right. You guys are spending time together.
He's playing there, and I'm on my phone playing Call of Duty, and he's on the PlayStation playing Modern Warfare.
Right on.
So Call of Duty and Modern Warfare are two games that they listed right there. Call of Duty and Modern Warfare.
With any of them is if he had headphones on, and I made him not wear headphones because you're not going to talk to random people.
Right.
You don't know who, and I explained to him, you don't know who.
Communicating with these people. I'm not following this. There's chat on. I need Kenzie. Kenzie's where is she? Hold on. Let me call Kenzie. She plays these games.
Of course, I'm not trying to point any blame or anything of that sort. But the situation in which he just vanished into thin air is very suspicious in my personal opinion.
Now listen to Pascal, how fast he's starting to twist a narrative already, establishing a narrative.
What are your thoughts as far as him vanishing in the way that he did vanish?
Yes.
I'm missing something. Like I've stated since day one, none of this makes sense.
Yeah.
There's something missing out of this puzzle, and I don't know what it is. And I hope that law enforcement has figured out the missing piece so that they can bring my son back to me.
Right.
So at this time, he still had faith in law enforcement, is what I'm taking from it. Would you guys agree? He's hopeful that law enforcement figures it out. So this sounds like he was still hopeful in law enforcement at some time. Yeah, Bird, I'm so glad we're doing this. Thank you guys for all being here. And the chat, you guys are doing amazing. Thank you for picking up on. So you guys agree? He's hopeful. I find
I took my oath.
So you
Thursday
didn't
before he left.
Before he disappeared, or you mean before he left?
Yeah.
Okay. So
he starts off by saying I'm going to rewind that one time because I want to hear that again.
It was Thursday. Okay. So you
Thursday
didn't
before he left.
Before he disappeared, or you mean before he left?
Yeah.
Okay. So
before he left.
Before he left. That's interesting right there. Right there. Yes, right there. That is interesting. Before he left. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yep, I'm with you guys. Okay, I got it again. Here we go. We're going to, yes.
Make sure people don't infringe upon people's constitutional rights.
Yeah. I got a few more questions. What was the last time you had a conversation with Sebastian? How
Thursday.
It was Thursday. Okay. So you
Thursday before he left.
Thursday before he left. Y'all, I'm turning closed captioning on for this too, so you guys can see it. Thursday before he left.
Before he disappeared, or you mean before he left?
Yeah.
Okay. So
before he left.
Okay.
I mean,
he says it not once but twice. He spoke to him Thursday before he left. It's twice now.
because he's gone.
Right.
I mean, he's gone.
Right.
He's left.
So, but how often?
He's gone. He's gone. He left. 3 times.
the house of his own free will,
Uh-huh.
or he didn't. And you know, if
Yeah.
he went outside,
No,
I don't know what happened to him.
absolutely. So then let me
I don't know what happened to him, but he's alluding to Sebastian walking out. He left. Right, Mike? I know. Yeah, this is
I called him Thursday. I don't call him on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday because he's with his mom.
right.
okay. So he called him Thursday, but he didn't talk to him Friday, Saturday, or Sunday because he was with his mom. Yeah, Thor, there is. Yeah, Mind of Monsters. Yeah, this is, yeah.
And I would call him to ask him how school was.
He just confirmed that Chris was in Memphis working to his knowledge. So again, what?
I see. Okay.
I do too,
Interesting.
Charlotte. I do too. I
So
think
he might,
I'm
okay.
looking at-
So he could have been there for a while.
well, there's gray area here.
That Monday morning. Okay. I
Because
apologize.
she there's evidence, there's video proof.
This is March 11th. I'm not sure which Nancy Grace interview you're actually talking about, but the date of this was March 11th. He had done an interview with Fox before this too.
Of Sebastian with Katie Sunday evening.
Are there cameras in the house or around
No.
the actual house?
They went to dinner.
Gotcha.
He confirmed that they went to dinner. Where the fuck did this rumor about him not being seen after Texas? Because Seth right here is saying that he disappeared between Sunday night and Monday morning, that they went to dinner. There's no camera, like canines were in the house. Y'all, this is frustrating.
So they did go to dinner on Sunday
This is frustrating.
to know about the search about Sebastian. Anything that can help in finding him?
I just ask people, keep your head up and your eyes open. If you
Head up, eyes open. Truth, you're right. What he's confirming is that the video evidence of Sebastian and Katie being at dinner is not from the house, is what I'm taking out of it. It's not video footage from the house. He's not saying that there's not cameras in the home necessarily. He's responding, no, it's from them
Leave or walk off or anything like that out of just being a teenager with angst, you know?
I love my son. I love my son a lot. And I have thoroughly aggravated him at different points in times
Of course.
because I'm his dad.
I was going to say, you're not a dad if you're not doing that. You know what I mean?
And he has never once walked out my front door. No matter how mad I've made him,
Yeah.
you know, he has stormed off to his room. He has sat there, I don't want to talk to you. And I'm like, well, you can get over it. I'm your dad.
Yeah.
And I'm going to talk to you whether you want to talk to me or not.
Yeah, absolutely.
pretty typical teenager.
You giving me an attitude? Go load the dishwasher.
Right.
So if he had an attitude, he would send him to go load the dishwasher. Yeah, this is. Yeah, really quick before I move on, because this bothers me. Now he says kids are cruel. So what is it? Was he having trouble? I have always wondered about peers. I have always wondered about peer interaction. If somebody could have, hey, meet me out here at the, hey, Queen Bee, good to see you, at the football field at 9 o'clock or something. And then an accident happened. Like, again, this is speculation on my part, but I'm just wondering. There's so many options outside of the parents is what I'm trying to get people to realize. There's so many options. Does anybody have a problem with?
And I commend you. I give you a long day. Go rest those feet. Go get properly hydrated. All right. And hopefully we will talk very, very soon with some good news. All right.
He also said that sometimes his friends would call him on the phone and say, "Hey, Sebastian's on your account." And he would say, "Yeah, I know. I'm right here." He likes to play Call of Duty Modern Warfare. It's a PS